Chuck here. We're in Florida. Can you tell? How about them apples? Pretty good storm we got here. This comes up out of nowhere in the afternoons. It's great. It's like water from above, man. I was thinking about something. I wanted to summarize something. I've done this with some people really quick. You know, I've talked to some people like at grocery stores and stuff like that. Some dudes, and I'm just, you know, or girls or whoever, and I just kind of summarize everything in a real quick statement. And here's what it is. If you take and you get into the waters from above, okay, distilled water, negatively charged water, it attracts all the positively charged inorganic matter in your body, and it flushes it out. And if you go on a water fast of distilled water, you become the clear one relatively quick. Try it for 2 or 3 days, and maybe you can add a little bit of watery fruits to it, like the oranges or something, but you get really clear, okay? And you can do that in your everyday life, okay? John baptized in the water, right? It's like walking around in the desert. And then, because this is the second light that we're seeing with our eyes, right? The first light, you have to go in the dark in order to see it. So what you do is once you become clear from the waters from above, right, which you go into the dark, and you take a gallon jug or whatever with you, and you go to sleep, and you sleep for 3 days, and you wake up, you take a pee, and then you take a drink, and then you lay back down. And you wake up and you're like a baby in a shopping cart, and when your mind and your body start getting restless, you take a drink and you lay back down, and you keep doing this for 3 days. And on the third day, he rose. It's like you will see the light, you'll see the consciousness within you. Make sure you're not in a Faraday cage in a steel building, and you may effectively make your exodus that way. In either case, you wake up to the plasma consciousness that you are. And that's the idea, okay? And then you can walk around illuminated, and you can help others to become illuminated. And then when it's time for you to make your exodus, you're prepared to do that. Or you're capable of doing that, or you know what you're doing, you know. And so it's real simple. It's like, that's about as simple as I can put it. Is it you go into the waters from above for 3 days, the distilled water, and then you go into your water for 3 days. Okay, the plasma, the higher light of consciousness, universal consciousness, plasma consciousness. And the Father does for you. So this is the easiest path to enlightenment. It's called, and unfortunately most gurus are afraid of it because it's a complete dissemination of one's egoic identity, because when you wake up and you're clear, and then your mind starts tormenting you or whatever, you just say netty, not this, and you lay back down again. And you continue to do this. You sleep your way to enlightenment. And you wake up ultimately enlightened. And I did it in a steel storage building, but I did it with only the waters, the distilled waters. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do my water. So I'm telling you this because I want you to be, I want to be honest with you and tell you, hey, but at the same time, if you clear up with the distilled water, your water tastes like honey. And I know this for a fact. And with the distilled water, the lowest parts per million that I got my water to was 666 parts per million, which interestingly enough is the number of man. So it's like, I don't know how, at some point, if I could go lower than that, I'm not sure. But I think that that's a good number to start with your water. And your water becomes super clear, and it really doesn't taste bad at all. You know, you're not putting anything in you, and you've cleared yourself out. So that's it in a nutshell. That's 5 minutes and 2 seconds. Okay, 3 days in the waters, 3 days in the plasma. 3 days in the light, 3 days in the dark. And then you light up. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. So we'll get this out, and I'll keep reiterating this because that's what this channel is really about. You know what I mean? And the electrosmog awareness, it keeps you awake, keeps your cells normalized, and keeps you from getting all bound up. Spiritual Chuck out. Peace, love, and light. And look at the light. Look at the waters from above. It's amazing. It's amazing. I'm behind Circle K. Imagine that.